Hey, it's Luis Martin, the art engineer, and it's another happy hour. It's another Sunday, and I'm here in New York, and I've been getting a lot of questions. Yes, it is a very scary moment in New York, and it's scary. What can I say? But we go on because we have to, right? I make art, Passover's coming, do Passover, Easter's coming, decorate some eggs, because we have to, because we can, right? And for me personally, art is my calling, and I'm here, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna offer it to you, and I'm inviting you in. So let's do it. I have my coffee. I hope you have something you're enjoying. A little mimosa wouldn't be bad today, but I digress. So I have some royalty-free jazz playing in the background. Let me know what you think of it. And because I knew it was gonna be jazz, I have a vintage Paris Vogue. So I thought we'd cut into this. These are always really fun and you can't go wrong. And I also have a bunch of things that I've been just clipping over the years, literally. So we'll see what we find, okay? So let's start. I hope it's not as scary where you're at. Let me see if the music is a little too loud. That matter. Okay, so I hope it's not as scary where you are. But if it is, hang in there, we're here. And we can make some art. When I was a kid, and there was horrible earthquakes or riots, I lived through riots, the art was there. It's kind of what, allowed me to just escape for a minute. So I'm hoping I can offer you that, at least for the next few minutes. So let's take a look at this. This is beautiful. Anytime you get an old magazine, you're always gonna, it's like a time capsule, right? It's tons of things that you just kind of can't relate to or don't fully understand. Like maybe in 10 years from now, someone's gonna look at the version of our iPhone and be like, what the hell is this, right? So this is from 1973. I can't even count how long ago that was because it's so long ago. So a lot of times when you look at these magazines, you realize, my God, what were we doing to women? But that's another conversation. But when you make your art, you can address these things. So let's see. Fun. I mean, they're really dramatic and really exciting, right? Like, look at her, isn't she exciting? That might be a fun thing to play with, but I'm gonna try to keep them with my substrate that I've been using, which is the backing of a comic book. So if you can get these, order them online or whatever, they're just really good because they come with a plastic and you can protect your collages, because collage is paper, which means it's ephemeral, which is a $5 word that means it'll decompose and be thrown away if you don't protect it. So protect the ephemera. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I mean, I could literally just sit here and look at this forever because it's fun and not cut a thing. Oh, they look like fun. Jean-Pierre Flumion. Oh. Okay, I don't know what this is, but I like this cluster of people. Let's play with them. Did someone just groan? Ah, what is he doing to that Vogue? She's cool too. All right. So as I've told you before, I get up, I get dressed, comb my hair, regardless of how much or how little we have, and we continue. I was looking through my closet and there's all this clothes that I've bought that I really have nowhere to wear. And it reminds me of my friend and collector. She collects some of my work. And I told her, oh, I bought this really cool smoking jacket. The smoking jacket's like a velvet jacket. It's black and it's really cool. And she's like, oh, well, just wear it at home while you're cleaning. And that stayed with me. So now, if I ever choose to clean my house, I'm gonna wear it. So I'm passing that information to you. Why not wear your Sunday best to breakfast on the couch? these are a really fun bunch of people. The fun thing about making art is that you start to learn a third language, right? You're looking at this and you start to realize, oh, this person has this type of look on their eyes or their gaze, and you can pick up on their emotions and you can imagine what they're thinking. So all these people have very distinct expressions. So it'll be fun to see how it plays out in my collage. Have you been collaging? I've been getting some really cool images coming in, which I'll share at some point, of people collaging. It's very therapeutic, so I recommend it. Some moving parts here. Did I win? Yes. All right, so, and again, this is really exciting. So when you take something out really clean, you get this shadow or this silhouette, which is fun because if you put that against anything, you have like an instantly cool collage. I mean, the most beautiful thing you can do is put flowers, right? I mean, that's just cool when you're done, kind of. So I'll leave that for later. So we have these people. And I always like to look at the back, because look at that, isn't that as interesting as the front? I mean, that could be a collage right there. But I want to play with the faces. I think I need the company, you know? So let's play. Let me just clean it up a little bit. Okay. So what are we going to do with these people? So, like I said, I've been collecting. Every time I have magazines, I just cut up things and save them for later. I love beaches. I wish I was at the beach now, but we're here, so I'm happy. But the beach will be coming soon. And sometimes I just save them for notes. Like this is a restaurant in some tall building in New York. Definitely want to go there. Here's that silhouette again, that if you put something behind it, looks really neat, like James Baldwin, right? So when a lot of people think of collage, they also think of mood boards, which is a really cool thing. This is part of my mood board, right? This is where I want to live next, in this beautiful Spanish house. So, you know, surround yourself with things that make you happy, things that inspire you. Okay, I like this and this. Okay, we're going somewhere. These guys are the best. I got these at Michael's, I think. And they just offer nice, clean circles. Oh. Happy accident, circle within a circle. But I just thought of something. Okay, so obviously, sometimes when we make art, we make comments on the things that are happening now. So what if I do this to these people? Offer them some safety and give them a mask. So I just cut out their jaws. So now I can put this and it looks like they're wearing a mask. Cool, right? And again, this is kind of like a form of wishful thinking. The royalty-free jazz isn't that bad, huh? But look at that, that's so cool, right? That makes a nice abstract pattern. So this is painter's tape, and I'm sure you guys have seen this, and this is just really fun. It's such a beautiful color that I like to use it as part of my collage, but it's also a nice adhesive to use. Adhesive being a $5 word for glue. These guys. How fun. Have you guys been Zooming? Yesterday, my husband's family had a huge Zoom meeting, which is really cool. There was about 20 people on the call, and it was very comforting, more comforting than I would have expected. So that was fun. My dexterity is a little off. I think I need some coffee. Something's happening here. I need one more red. Alright, that's gonna be tricky. But let's just play. He has a square jaw. So if you like to draw, this becomes a really good tool, because as you follow the contours of things, your eyes start getting used to looking at things in a more deliberate way. So another benefit of collaging. And voila. This. Okay, so take a look at this. This can be a good base of our collage. It's funny, if I could animate it, it'd be like, wah, wah, wah. Sorry, I'm losing it. So fun. Okay, so from here, where do we go? Where can we take them? Well, like I said, we can go to the beach. Oh, look at that, that's cool. Okay, so we're doing that, maybe. Let's see what else we find. So just by looking at them, what do you think, what kind of people are they? Think they're nice people or nice snooty people? So, as I was telling you about my friend Michelle, who tells me to wear all my good clothes to clean the house, she's also one of my collectors. We've been friends forever, and this is kind of nice. every once in a while she would call me and invite me out to lunch. And she's over her 60s, so she's a little older. But she's like the most supportive and like nicest person you'll ever meet. And she never lets me pay for lunch. But the thing is that, you know, like she's an older woman and she has a very different perspective on life than I do. And I think now is such an important moment to remember and think about our elders, because yes, they are the most vulnerable. We all are, but them in particular. So if you have an elder in your life, please remember to keep an eye on them. Please remember to stay away. But check in on them. Okay, so I have a piece of blue sky, which is always lovely. Oh, look at this. I mean, come on. Fun, right? That's just fun. It's a PSA. Wear masks. And now let's put some noise around it to see what happens. Okay, maybe I don't have enough here. Let's go somewhere else. Design magazines are always really good resources for patterns. Sometimes not. Sometimes not. Okay. More. If you save these, they'll just kind of pop up and appear. That's funny, but no. So see, I save these. That's an image of a first-class cabin. Yeah, I want that. I'll do that. And my dad once bought me like a stack of these like Time magazines from 1979, and they're so precious. I just, it makes me nervous. And once what I did is I had a bunch of diamonds printed so I can use a lot of it in my work, and I have. And this is some leftover, so let's play with this. Maybe diamonds are the answer. Best friend, the hole puncher. This is a little muted, so how about we go a little bit brighter? Green. Ooh, yeah. So sometimes with magazine paper, it's very thin. So what I do is I fold it over so I can get a clean cut from the hole puncher. And then you get twice as many confetti circles, right? But sometimes they don't come out. But isn't that's even a cool pattern, right? So we'll see. Oh, these people are fun. We have a nice piece of like a Japanese, I don't know, advertisement for like film noir, porn, not sure. Do I have these in the back? Decisions. Yeah. That's cool. So for me, my decisions are mostly based on composition, not on theme or whatever. It's more like, okay, is it balanced? What is it saying? Is there contrast? this is cool, but I wonder if I can get some more color. Yeah, see, there's a nice pink spot here. There it is. So just by a little, thinking about it a little bit, look at that, that's fun. I like that. Cool. And now let's bring in some confetti. So with the confetti, I like it to be random because I think it reminds me of constellations, glitter, dandruff, party dandruff. Does this look like anybody's family portrait? Is this what your family looks like? It's not what my family looks like. I'll make it a little. Okay, I'll do it later. Dun, 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 dun. All right, and this is always fun. It's always nice to have some quiet time while you're doing this too, right? Just meditate. In moments like this, I wish I knew how to crochet. just to be able to say I can crochet. No, and also just because you don't think, right? You don't have to think when you're crocheting. I might be wrong, you might have to think. But it's nice to know that you can do something with your hands and put your mind on autopilot. Sip of my coffee. Okay, this is great. I like this a lot. So this is where we're at, but I think you need something else, just like a touch. Where can we get a touch? Ah. Okay, this is an amazing magazine, Departures. It's one of those fancy magazines that you can only get if you have like a platinum black card or whatever, But somehow I managed to get these, and they're full of really nice photography and look at that thing, textures. So I need something. It's for That's nice. Have you been there? That's in LA at Blackmont. Go there when you can. Look at these cool drawings. Oh, that's cool. Cruises. A hippo. I just want to play with this. I think it would be funny. It's a hippo with a bird on it. How silly is that? So I used to have, or we used to have, 2 pugs, and they kind of had that little, hippopotamus face, that little like flat nose, big eyes. Something very comforting about big eyes and flat face. So after this, I'm making a video for second graders. My aunt is a second grade teacher at Magnolia Elementary in LA, which is where she went to school, and it's where I went to school. It's where my dad went to school. So this whole virtual learning thing, I thought I'd give them some content. So we're gonna collage with second graders. I'll put that out. If you guys have kids, they can get in the fun as well. Actually, hippopotamus have very small eyes. These have big bodies, right? That's not gonna work. But you know it will work. Bird. This is really funny. So I want to put this little bird in, but there's just so much going on that it has to be somewhere where he can be seen. And I think maybe this is the guy. This is the gal. Is it there? Or this is a little bit more predictable, but it fits so well, right? Yeah, let's do that. So this is my collage. I don't know what it's called yet, but I use a vintage Vogue and had fun playing with it and put masks because it's really relevant right now. One collage artist that I love who uses a lot of these vintage National Geographics and women's magazines from back in the day is Susan Lerner. Check her out. She's on Instagram, handle Mixed Media Mashup, one word. And check it out. Look at this over here. It's amazing. This one's called We'll Cross That Bridge When We Get There. And then this one's called Hello Snow. So this is really fun. Check her out. And let me know what you're doing. Let me know if you're collaging, if you're trying to collage. Let me know if you want a lesson. We can do that now. So it's a scary moment, but there's so many opportunities. We can connect. We can cut paper and create new worlds. So thank you, and I'll see you next week.